What's happening? Don't go easy on me here, and this is a new series I'm starting. It's Road to Division 1 on FIFA 17 Ultimate Team. Been a huge FIFA Ultimate Team player since it got introduced on FIFA 09. FIFA 09 was actually my first proper bash at FIFA. I got a bundle for Christmas in 2008. It was the PS3, FIFA 09, and I Am Legend, the first Blu-ray I ever actually watched. I was blown away. Great movie, but the actual effects and everything is very dated now if you do go back. But it was my first experience with Blu-ray. FIFA 09 was great. Really enjoyed it. Got on there. I absolutely caned the money though. I mean, I had Messi, Ronaldo. I think I must have spent about £2.5 grand. I'm not even exaggerating. Fortunately, I had a well-paid job at the time, so could afford little luxuries like that. And yeah, Messi, Ronaldo, I had everyone going. But they had like a sticker book method there, so you could like export it to a sticker book, and you never use the player again. And I used to drink a lot and play FIFA. Then it's a good hobby to have, but it's very dangerous. You could wake up the next morning. You've sold your team in a rage. You've got loads of packs, loads of players. You don't know what's gone on. But anyway, so I'm usually on this one. So I got to Division 3 before COD came out, and COD took over basically. Not really played it since. I've just not. It's one of them ones. It's like FIFA's a love-hate. When you play it for a while, when it's new, you love it, you forget it, and you forgive it. But after a while, the same stuff keeps happening, and you're like, oh my god, why is this happening to me? It's the same stuff every year. Do I believe in scripting? Yes. Do I believe in handicapping? Yes. FIFA 09 and 10 had cards that were actually, you could play them and it would be detrimental to the other team. You could boo the goalkeeper, his kicks would be horrible. The fact they've introduced sliders, I don't care what anyone's going to say, they can affect the game in this. Be it to make you buy more packs, more players, spend more coins, of course you're going to do it. What I'm doing in the background here then is custom tactics and individual tactics. Highly recommend you go and watch a YouTube tutorial if you've not done this before. The defender line instantly right now, go and check, get it off of offside trap and get onto cover now. Starting off with just a basic England team here, about 200k. It's just a generic England team I've built just to start the series and see how we get on. But I will build and change as we move forward and get higher up, get better players and better teams. So, the first game of the season then. A lot of people say the curse of the first game. So the first game outside of clubs that I'd played in, I don't know how long. Especially on Ultimate Team, since getting myself demoted all that way. But it was a good game. Guy was, he was a good player. I mean, I don't mind. Hats off when someone is a good player, and I'll hold my hands up. Sometimes I've been played off the park. Sometimes I get absolute trash happening to me, and it's a bit of pill to swallow then. But we've all been there. You know, I saw a funny pie chart once, and it was like, why I get beat at FIFA? 1% the guy was good, 99% FIFA screwed me, sort of thing. It's hilarious, but it is the cry of every FIFA player. That was a beautiful back heel he played there. And I only apologise as well for the quality of the videos. In hindsight now, it's all done. I wish I would have recorded in-game footage, which I will do going forward. Because as much as these match highlights are the best way for them to condense all the action from that game into one video, I find it doesn't actually track some of the stuff like this. It's completely outshot and out of frame. And when you're scoring worldies, that can be bad. On to the next game then. I forgot to record the game before this. I got beat 2-1. But here we go. It's third game in and we actually start getting on to winning ways.
Lost his marker there cleverly. Put them in front.
And that's Harry Kane scoring for them. Harry Kane's been absolute trash for me. Really considering what's going on with my team. I'm just not enjoying him whatsoever. Sturridge and Rooney are the workhorses at the minute. So I'm thinking after this game, if he doesn't pull his weight, he's getting sold. Maybe get Vardy and look at getting in forms elsewhere. It's just too much cash to be relying on, you know, tied up in one player who I'm not enjoying. So Milner's having a shot as well. Milner's, you know what you're getting with Milner, he's good. I've not tried the left back one yet, you know, the new in form, but I imagine he must be alright. Sturridge, he's clinical. That's what you get from Sturridge. He's got a great first touch. Really good dribbling ability. I like him a lot. Underrated, but he's not consistent. And just as I was slagging off Harry Kane. Really good diving header. He's as good at diving headers. When I do the pre-game training, he'll always bang in the diving headers, but it's just not good enough for me. And this game went right to the wire. He was peppering me all the way up until like 80th, 85th minute. The game was really in the balance. He went one up and actually went part the bus. And then he's gone all out attack here, trying to get back into the game. It annoys me when people do that. Part the bus from kickoff, go one up, part the bus, but it's part and parcel. Kind of puts me off the weekend league from what I'm hearing from my friends as well. And this, good save, but bit of luck there. Fell to me and I was able to get it in with Bartley. He's come on for Rooney. So as I say, really didn't fancy keep Kane anymore. Got rid of him with a view to get Vardy, and of course when you're on the marketplace, got rid of informed Baines as well, kept Antonio. Your eyes just light up and you see certain players, so I managed to bag myself inform Ali, who's amazing every time I played against him. See how he does for me. And inform Lallana, but I completely forgot I needed a striker. So went on and I got Defoe, and he's really not that bad. So the next game in, 1-1. I think I'd lost a 3-2 prior to this as well, which I forgot to record. It was guy went 2 up, I brought it back to 2-2 and he scored a third goal in like the last few minutes of the game. So I think I was too busy raging. And this is what I can't believe, that goal there. The keeper, everyone's like to me, Steve, get Butland, he's absolutely brilliant, you won't believe it, but to get the ball and then the animation drags him back that he steps over the line and scores an OG is annoying. It's so annoying. To concede such a soft goal at the start of the game, it just puts you down. But you get your head up and you keep going. And this guy, it was a French team. That's what he had to offer. It was a French team and one skill move. We've all come across people like that, but he literally was so predictable. Every time he got the ball, he'd done this one skill move. And I was able to nullify it because I could read what he was doing. But for some reason in the highlights, they've tried to like show it as like skill move time. There you go, tackle, sit down with me, man. Don't even try that stuff for me. And this, I guess I got a bit of a touch here as well. That was, I guess, you know, neither of us can complain. We both got absolutely robbed for goals, but hey. And here you go, he tries to do this skill move carry on again, and he gets dealt with. So, moving into the last part of the season. When I lost that 3-2, I reckon it was because I was on the way to winning the title, and I found that especially in other divisions before, if you are on for getting the title, they sort of throw everything against you. Maybe it's a mental thing, I don't know. So you can't win the title, you know, they're begrudging giving you 5,000 coins or something. First time when I did start going for a run at it, I did get my titles. I think I won my first 4 divisions to get to Div 6. And then going up from there, I'm not sure how many I won on the way to 3. I came down from 3 to 4, back up to 3. I really didn't think anything was going to go my way in this game either. It was like every time I was getting a shot in, he was just saving it. But Sturridge steps up, buries it for me. I was loving that one. And the Homer Simpson celebration, I was really glad they added that. It cheers me up. And here we go, moving on. Carrick, of all the people for it to fall to. I mean, he's a great guy in real life, ex-West Ham player, I love him to bits, but I could have done with someone there who was a bit more clinical. And this was, that was this guy. He had a silver Everetzi team, so fair play to him. He held his own and it was really good. I mean, my team at the time was 81, so he come up against me. And this game here is gameplay footage because the guy decided to rage quit on me. So it sort of corrupted the highlights. But here you'll see what I'm saying. The in-game footage is much better, so I reckon this is going to be the way forward. Pick it out. 2 Pepe Reina's would not be saving that. It was a beautiful goal from Ali. I was all over this boy. I was completely having my way with him, so I don't blame him for rage quitting. But in fact, I'm glad he rage quit, because there's nothing worse when you get these people who just put their controller down and do nothing for the next 60 minutes. It's so boring, so frustrating. And you go to tackle them, the AFK, you go to tackle them, but 3 players can't tackle them. If you could explain that to me, then I'd appreciate that. So he does play on. I mean, there's still a bit of time to go in the game. He's giving it all his tricks and whatnot. Win the ball back in midfield. I spot Defoe there. He turned at pace. Double tap past him. Rides that tackle, but Just gets taken down at the last minute. Doesn't have much strength, unfortunately. Win the ball back in midfield. I'd say that is definitely my strong point in FIFA, is my defending, my winning the ball back, my countering. Attacking's just attacking, isn't it? I think it definitely, one of the best things to work on is defending. I personally play PES buttons, so I use X or square to, beautiful goal, to bring on the secondary defence, and I use A or X for my tackle. I've switched my right bumper to the step-in tackle and the pull because it's something I don't really do. It's quite suicidal unless you know what you're doing. And here we are again. So I think I was 6 points away from winning the title at this point. And then he beat me 3-1. And then it becomes just about getting the promotion. So it was annoying. This was an alright game. But yeah, back to the defending. So as I say, everyone's got their own preference. You know, I'll use X on Xbox or square on PlayStation to shoot. As I say, it's just PES buttons. It's one of them things. I can't imagine using B. And it's always funny when you go around your friend's house and they've always played FIFA, and you go to shoot and all you do is like a big massive lob ball. It's hilarious. Different buttons for different people. It's the same on Call of Duty. You see yourself. And what have we got here?
Great work by the keeper.
Did I win this game? What? No, that's right. I was just thinking now I didn't win this one.
Here comes Wayne Rooney.
Did I? How funny is that? I can't even remember. This guy was good. That as I say, this was. I think I lost because I'm pretty sure this was for me to go for the title, and then it sort of made it all about just going into.
And the goalkeeper gets to that.
Just going for promotion. Sometimes you'll come up against random teams like this and they're just, you don't know what's happened. You know, you've come off the back of beating someone 4-0 and all of a sudden nothing's happening for you. I really don't rate Butland, I'm sorry. It's crazy the amount of times I played against him and he's been a beast against me. But yeah, so 2 games now to get promotion. I need 6 points. So breeze past this lad. He was actually really good. In form, Schmeichel in goal. Big Lukaku. He had some really good players actually. And Butland had a good game here, fair play to him. But he's just not for me. I don't know whether it's people are putting the wall or the cat on him or something that makes him appear to be broken. Sturridge again. He was definitely my best player this season. I don't know what I'd have got away with without him. Defoe did turn up and put some work in for me, but that informed Harry Kane was just not a fan of his at all. So this is it. The excitement's building because now I know I've got this in the bag. The next one gets me promotion, and that's first effort. This, what was the guy doing? He comes out too much for the ball and has a hesitation, tries to pass it. I get onto the end of it and I just put it away. Already off celebrating before the ball's in the back of the net. And what? Yeah, red card. Klein came in like that, and of course I went for the free kick. It was either Rooney or Defoe that takes it. Pretty good at my free kicks, especially in previous FIFAs as well. I recommend getting into the training area and just seeing if you're going to have a player on your team, just practice with him and find out, you know, for me, what I have to find is how much curve. So if I aim for an area, I'll aim for the back right hand post. I won't touch it, and you'll see it will drift in about 3 feet. So then you've got to aim it 3 feet outside of the post unless you're going to add on. This is the last game. Butland again, absolute howler. 1-0 down in the first 5-10 minutes. And in my head, I'm like, no, this is it. We're not even going to make the promotion. We're going to drop 3 points down. And that's a sickener in itself. But I get a goal. And then, of course, your head starts going again. You're like, right, come on, get a goal here. We're still in this. We're still in this game. We can still do it. We can still get this promotion. But no. So Butland on his team's playing out of his skin, which is an annoyance, because why can't my Butland do that? He's seen the horrific screamers. So that's 2 OGs he's cost me in this tournament. 2 goals based, 2 games which he basically lost for me. The other one was 1-1. This was 1-1. would have been 1-0, but you know, who knows what would have happened the second action. This guy was actually pretty dirty as well. He had a pretty good Premiership team, but he was always in for the sliding tackles. Defoe there just getting through, but I should have... Look at that save from Butland, it's crazy. He should have picked a corner there. It's crazy how many times you can get through on goal, and it's the same stuff. That was a beautiful goal, well worked. And you get that same, even though you've done it 1,000 times, it's like search and destroy when you're the last guy alive. It's like, no matter how many times you've been in that situation, you still get a bit nervous. But that's good, it's healthy. Butland does do a good save here, but by this point, it's, you know, cheers mate, but you've already cost us. And I'm already raging and fuming here. This is me just taking last gasp efforts. But I'm cursing the team, sicking them all, apart from Defoe and Antonio. Rooney's been alright, and yeah, my cats had to get out of the room because I was going to kick him. Joke, by the way, I won't kick my cats, I love them, but that was the kind of mood I'm in. You know what it's like when you're spitting feathers at FIFA. It's one of the worst in the world. So yeah, well done, Battle, and clap yourself. So they're all in the bin. Absolutely sick of that team. We've remained in the division. Guess we didn't get relegated because that would have been embarrassing, but they're all in the bin, they're all for sale. Sick of them. All of you. You, Smalling, off you go. He was alright actually, I felt pretty bad, but listed them all up for sale for next week. Gonna get a new team in, and a bit of a heads up on next week. I've already started. I've got an absolutely mint LLG, whatever it is, with all the consonants, the Spanish League. A really good team for 185k. Now I know a lot of people don't have these kind of coins cutting about, but there's some bargains to be had on the market. It's not like at launch where everyone costs a fortune. At least I would recommend, I'll go into it later in more videos coming up to the time, but I sell my team round about Christmas before all the new players come on, because they flood and crash the market when they want to buy packs, and then the team of the year everyone's rinsing packs. So you can make a profit because everyone's come on and they want to buy the players you've got, but then I would reinvest again in reinforcing your main team after the team of the years. Build a second team on the way, you know, just so you've got someone to play with, especially if you're doing a fitness squad. Talk about that in more videos to come. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, you know, it's been a long video, and I appreciate you sticking around. You can drop a like on it or a comment. Subscribe as well, just to make sure that next week you'll be able to watch the Road to Division 1 episode 2. And yeah, cheers, I appreciate it. Here's all them up for sale. Done. See you later. Do not darken my doorsteps again. Antonio, I'm sorry. Big JT already. And cheers guys, thanks very much. Bye.